be found like this, would they? They won't let them be talked about. I like to go with the basis of whatever's being
Well,
promoted.
only
It's probably the
Brian
opposite. So
Forster has them. Everywhere else in Peru, everywhere else has like stolen them and like made them disappear and stuff. So shout out again to Brian Forster at the beginning and end of, well, just before we came on here. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have the actual documentation and being able to get the blood test or the DNA tests that he got done with L.A. Marzullo, and that they're half human, half alien hominid genetics apparently. And Karen Hughes, she worked for the World Bank. Have you heard of
see,
her?
why would you assume that they were in control though?
Because
That's the
Karen
big
Hughes,
difference.
the whistleblower, she was a World Bank employee high up, and then she left and claimed that there was in Malta and in the Vatican and in the World Bank these freaking remaining elongated skull folk that were in very low numbers that still lived underground, hiding, that were remnants from the Atlantean times.
So
And
if they're living underground and they're hiding, they're definitely not in charge then.
well, like they're blending in because they're in low numbers, and it's like,
Are you sure though? Because like the way I see it is our governments are the ones that are trying to paint the mystery story, right? So with UFO stuff, it's exactly the same. If they're telling you, if they're trying to insinuate that these guys are the bad guys, I would bet money these guys are the good guys.
right?
Like,
It might be the
just
good
play
guy.
opposite day.
I
These guys they're hiding underground because they're trying. Our governments will be trying to kill them left and right. If they come out and go, "Hey guys, how you doing?" They get shot in the head straight away, and the government's like, so
right. It does seem Brian Forster set like his first presentation with the Paracas ones in Peru that their genetics came from, and they 2 to 3 thousand years ago they fled from Crimea, Little Tartary, and that these
I've just been making a video on Little Tartary actually today. It's
right. Oh,
about
shout
yeah,
out
it's an
London
hour and a
McLovin in the
half.
chat as well.
London's in. We should get him in. I've joined enough of his chats. I feel like we should allow him.
Yeah, no doubt indeed. Let's get in here.
Yeah, he's like Link. Shout me in.
Right, like so anyways, the beginning of it, he was showing that they came from Crimea, aka Little Tartary, and that they were fleeing and that they ended up settling in Paracas, but they sucked at agriculture even though they were more advanced people, aka they were kings and they had servants growing their shit for them back in the Black Sea and in Crimea, that whole area, and that there was some sort of revolution, and also in the ancient times, Akhenaten, the big skull, that they used to be in charge, and then at some point they got all massacred or underground, had to go underground or something, where they're no longer seen by the regular people whatsoever, and they're no longer seen as royalty, and they've had to flee because they've been getting genocided. And then it showed that the last of the ones in Caracas, he also showed, were all destroyed and genocided and massacred again. So it's quite possible that they could be good and getting killed, or maybe they're evil and every time they get discovered, they get killed. One or the other. But we need to know who they are and not kill them. We have London Spielberg with us. What up, London man? Good to see you, sir.
Salutes. What's going on, family? How we doing, boys?
Yes, bro. How you going?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
I did not
Appreciate.
expect you to have such a fucking good beard. Look at that.
Oh shit. Mm-hmm.
Look at that. That's a proper wisdom beard that you can trust him.
Woo! Respect, bro. Respect.
I can't grow a beard, man. This is it. This is fucking
Much
it.
love. Looking good, brother. Looking good.
This is about 3 weeks worth. It's not looking good at all.
3 weeks. Okay.
I'm not joking. I can
I
shave
wasn't
this.
talking to you, Lucifer. I
Oh,
was
okay,
talking
okay.
to the other UK brother in the house.
I'm not
And
kidding. I could be here for 50 years and I'd probably get, just a bit of a 5 o'clock shadow this way.
it will come. It will come with. No, I
When,
don't.
when I enter puberty.
You said it. I was okay.
Fucking hell, Luke. Jesus Christ. That was funny. Yeah.
Glad you're enjoying it.
Fucking hell.
Choke, making him choke, trying to kill him. Jeez, not very.
Oh, well, I'm known for making people choke. That's my thing.
Fucking hell. Oh, shit.
Got that big history, dick.
Well,
Fucking
Luke's
hell.
big swinging ancient
Jesus
history book.
Fucking hell. Oh,
Um,
man. That's hilarious.
London, what do you think of these giant skulls?
I think they're
Big head,
very.
yeah.
Fucking hell, Luke. Oh my gosh.
Go on,
Oh
give the
my
man
God.
his skull. Go on.
He's on fire, boy. Jeez. Boy. Do you know what? Crypto, I've seen them about a few times. Are they from Egypt? Were they
These
discovered in
ones are
Egypt?
from Paracas, Peru, and
Yeah, I was
they're
going to say they're Peruvian, aren't they?
yeah, these ones are all Peruvian. And Brian Forster, he's the one that has them in a special like local museum in Peru that and has had special rights to get them tested and has got them actually samples sent and DNA tested, gotten them back, and they're only 50% Homo sapien and 50% completely alien to Earth, apparently.
To be fair, you've got the in Africa. I'm pretty certain you've got the thing where the tribes would apply the pressure around the skulls for the young
Yeah,
ones
the
to
skull
elongate
binding.
their
He
skulls.
goes into that
Yeah.
in detail too. So
I might be wrong, but is that something that occurred in Australia?
yeah, everywhere, all over the world, literally to like up until about 500 years ago, and actually some even only 100 years ago. Close to me in Western Canada, in the islands, Vancouver Island natives. He showed a picture of just 100 years ago. We're still doing the skull binding. And in Africa, just 100
Well, yeah,
years ago.
people are saying that it could be, an aspect of like we've witnessed our gods and therefore we want to emulate them.
Oh, exactly. And that you still had divine divinity of that bloodline to rule if you had that elongated skull as well in the royal families and stuff.
Hey, but my thing is this now, right? We've got a lot of these on display, as we can see. But how comes when we look at some of these old ancient pictures, no one's really got these type of skulls or head shapes?
But
That's
they
very
all
correct.
wearing them giant pointy hats, though.
You think that they're hiding the skulls under the hats?
Look
Big
at
old
the kings
fucking-
and queens. Actually, yeah, it's a good time for me to pull up some of them pictures.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. Do you think it's possible it was just royalty with this type of head shape?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
very,
It was
yeah,
literally
100%,
royalty everywhere
yeah.
around the world, and the priesthoods exactly that.
okay.
Hiding that shit in it,
Yeah, that makes
I
more
get you.
sense. I mean, I have seen recent pictures when it's got like people out in Africa and places like this when it's got babies doing it, but maybe this teaching is just for everyone now, but once upon a time, like we're saying, it might have just been for royalty to some degree.
100% it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I agree. I'm pretty certain that I've seen some
That was a big part
the
of
scroll
it.
related to the Egyptian stuff. You know, another thing that comes up with the Egyptian pharaohs, which is something they don't talk about, is that they all seem to be ginger, you know?
What?
Not all,
Yeah.
no, not all pharaohs. No, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
no,
But
Brian
Ramesses
Forster was
II,
talking about that as well. You
yeah,
guys
Ramesses II,
follow it.
100%. Right, two things about him: A, he was ginger. B, he actually had cocaine in his stomach.
Wow.
Yeah, and cocaine comes from South America. So, you know, Egyptians are not supposed to have known about South America. So there's no way by scientific means that there could have been cocaine in Ramesses II's stomach, but there was. So it's evidently come from South America. I mean, unless there was like, you know, in the past cocaine growing in Africa, which implies something completely different. But
They most likely international trade as there is today, or intercontinental.
well, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I've not made a video on this yet. I've been meaning to for about 6 months, but one of the biggest things is, have you heard about Michigan copper?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, and then
yeah.
they
So
found it.
so
Yeah,
So
feel
Michigan
very on
around it's Lake Michigan, but is it Lake Superior or something? I can't remember.
Yeah,
But there's
Ontario maybe.
yeah, big areas around there. So basically, around Lake Michigan, around where Michigan is, there's all these copper mines, and they had copper, and 90% of it they can't account for. So for 10%, they can go, okay, well that's that tribe, and this tribe have taken some, but for 90%, they know where it's gone. They know it's gone. It's been mined, but they don't know where it's gone, and that's really important because there is an unconfirmed theory about something called the Alborum wreck near Turkey, which would have been around the Phoenician areas, which is a Phoenician boat supposedly filled with copper, specifically copper from Michigan, which would obviously imply they were able to travel over to America in the well, I don't know when you want to say it is, 600 BC, 700 BC, something like that. The Michigan copper is one of the biggest mysteries to tackle because it's gone, and I'm surprised more people haven't made videos about it because it's just so easy. It's just like, it was there, now it's gone. Where's it gone? That's your video. Like you could do a good video on that, just being like, where the fuck is it? Like, we found these tribes that have got a small amount of the copper.
A series on this motherfucking missing copper.
Series.
And I think Terry Carter, the treasure hunter down in Nevada, might know where some of it is.
You know what, as well, right? One of my biggest supporters, he's called Rory. If he's listening, he deserves a cuddle, a snuggle, and whatever you can provide, Mr. London Spielberg. No, the guy's an absolute legend. He's sending me a drone, you know. He's sending me a drone all the way from America. He's sending me a drone that can follow me up the mountains when we go on these hikes. So yeah. Hey, guys, Big Rory, fucking round of applause for Big Rory.
Round of applause for Rory.
Yes.
And
damn right.
Actually, shout out to Teresa that got me my drone that I am finally also getting hooked up in the next 2 days. I am finally, after the stream is done, putting my phone into my computer, uploading all the photos, and then switching over my phone to the new one so that I can actually start operating my drone. And we will be going to all sorts of new places with the dronage.
And if you guys want to send me any other stuff like weed or stuff, like, feel free.
Me too. Me too. I'm all out. Yeah, all three. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Canada, you've got it legal up there. Me in London, actually, we're the ones struggling.
Hey! Don't make me mute you out, mofos.
Please,
don't make me abuse my power.
Oh God!
But yeah,
these YouTube streets, dog, working these YouTube streets.
There you go. Hey, I've just shared this out as well, just to let you know. I just shared it out.
Nice. Much love. And yeah, feel free to restream if you want as well. The ability is there. And this is my trip to Red Canyon. And it was
Wow. Red Canyon. Where is this?
Red Canyon Waterton National Park, and it was one hell of a time and an exploration. It's in southern Alberta,
Is that Canada?
and I'm going to freeze. Oh dear.
Alberta, yeah, I think that's
Oh
Canada.
dear, I've got a potato. I need a new computer, eh?
Yeah, it needs a new computer. I don't know why I turned foreign. Yeah,
There's
Alberta's Canadian.
Okay.
Western Canada.
Western Canada, eh? That's me, eh?
I've located another bird in Canada.
I'm in Berta, baby.
I've located a bird in Canada. She says everything about.
Everything's a boot Berta, baby. Red
Everything is a
Canyon,
boot.
check it out. And
You know what? I didn't think that was a real
all
thing.
the way up. There's a couple of red mountains that
That looks nice.
It goes way up. And so this is the bottom. It goes all the way down. Oop. Oh dear. Oh dear, the potato's freezing. There we go. The quartz in between are quite interesting. Water,
It's
very
funny
nice
that I
and
was the one
beautiful.
with the potato 6 months ago.
I know. See, you say you're doing bad. No, you're doing good. I'm the one with the potato now.
I just knew how to spend my money, bro.
Hey, I bought this potato not long ago. It doesn't do the trick.
I built mine. I built mine. That's
I know.
Hey.
I need to build one.
What's that stuff on? Oh, is that okay?
So we got all of this quartz or something in between.
I like the pattern on the floor, like how it's stained red, the way it's stained red on the floor.
Yeah, for real. It's like the sandstone was molten.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Have you, London? Have you seen my newest pole shift video?
Yeah, I watched some of it. Yeah, that's dope. I like the way how you predicted it, where you said it's going to end up. Because you know what, my friend Dino, he's been looking into that as well, and it's quite interesting. So I might have to do.
I thought it was mad
recap.
how like when I've been attending to the video, I obviously me and talk about the capitals of Tartaria, and Late Baikal just came up, so I was talking about Baikal, and I was sat there just like thinking like, why am I chatting so much about Baikal? I should just cut this shit, you know what I mean? And then it got to the end, and I was like, oh, it turns out this magnetic anomalies at Late Baikal, and it's like, okay.
And freshwater dolphins and giant anthropods and all sorts of crazy things.
This is the thing you've got, right? This is the most important thing that people won't be realizing. So I didn't talk about the implications of all this stuff. So the idea being that the sediment layers laid down by these events is so big that it creates the striation marks you see even in the Grand Canyon. So when you see these layers, it's definitely a certain material, then it's a layer down. I mean, I was thinking this, maybe with the whole Grand Canyon thing, maybe it isn't that it is that it itself is the issue, as in when we talk about these pyramids being in the Grand Canyon, what if they've just been washed there and people emerged out of them, kind of like arcs, like arcs. You've got an arc, you get everyone inside, you seal the doors, everything happens, and then they land somewhere and they all come out. And that was, to me, what might be the like when you look at the holes in the walls, the caves, the cavern systems that seem to be available, particularly